Yo, what's up, everybody? Holy crap, here we are. Jeez. Let people just trickle in, baby. Come on in. Hey, Paul, what's up? I think you're the first one I see. Hey, Troy, all right, people are starting to trickle in. The number hasn't changed yet. Strange, man. I guess just standing here. All right, cool. Yeah, Ollie, great. Sharon, Troy. Finally, people are starting to trickle in. The number hasn't changed. Off to the side here, just, saying hello. We're in Brooklyn Heights. You didn't read the title? Giselle Mont. Hey, what's up? Cool. Ricardo, Lenny, Benny. Right chair, Lisa, Canada. Cool. What's up, everybody? I'm in like Cadman Plaza here, getting ready to walk. We're in Brooklyn Heights today. Yeah, Brooklyn Heights, baby. This is gonna be a good one. I've walked around here already, a couple hours here. There's a lot of cool stuff to see, so you guys are gonna be pretty pleased. Just trying to get everyone kind of settled in. We'll get walking. What's up? What's up? Waiting for got to get everyone in. Get my moderator in here as well, actually. I hope the connection's well. Let me know if the connection's good. I did all the tests and everything. Yeah, better Wi-Fi today, Paul. I'm actually not using Wi-Fi. I'm using data. I told you guys I improved the data on my phone, did all that stuff, so it should be okay. If it does start screwing up, relax. Let me know on the here, and I'll fix it. I'll get out of the area we're in. It'll be okay. But it should be a nice day, man. It's a beautiful day here, so thank you. Connection is perfect. Thanks. Perfection. It's impossible. Perfection is an impossible standard, but we're doing all right so far. 54 people. Wait for a few more people to trickle in. I know it's and then we'll get walking. Waiting for my moderator Stephanie to show up. I guess I gotta make people moderators through the actual phone. Not very good at all this stuff. I tried to do it on my phone. I should have done it at home before I left the house, but I didn't. So I'm gonna do it on here. It is a great day in NYC. There is a protest here. They're protesting me live streaming. They're like, we want more videos, regular videos. Well, yeah, I actually had a protest. Someone sent me an, look at this, it's Action Kid. Hey, what's up, man? Trying to get, I guess, will I ever cut my hair? No, probably not. Yeah, I didn't exactly put anything in it today, unfortunately, so I'm wearing a hat. It's also windy here, so I just keeping the hat on. AK is in the house. Let's see, right here, Lisa is Stephanie. I'm waiting for Stephanie to show up. She's my moderator. I think I, know how to do all this stuff, but I don't. What's up, Mike? All right, we're letting people trickle in. What's up, Jeremy Epstein? What's up, Holly? What's up, everybody? Oh, look at that super chats, baby. Sponsoring a coffee. Edward Van Dyke, I imagine. Hey, Greg, what's up? Pierre, hey, Pierre, you made it. All right. Stephanie Stanton, yay, no lie, okay. How about you give New York back to the Dutch, huh? You've had your fun. Wow. Oh, we got a Dutchman in the house. No wonder. Well, the Dutch only held on to it for about 40 years, so you guys didn't really have it for a very long time. If anywhere we're going to give it back to is probably the British. It is named after James, Duke of York at the end of the day, right? All right, there's the live stream beginning. All right. 95, 96. All right. Let's see here. NYPD did some serious beatdowns. Yeah, they did. There was some beatdowns here. There was also some back in the day. I remember when Occupy Wall Street was here. There was some back then. Ignacio Medina, gracias for the super chat. Super cool, man. All right, I'm gonna start walking here pretty soon. We got 107 people here. Hey Bob, what's up, man? The weather is amazing here today, actually. I just walked around and did a little tour for some people, a little private tour here. It was nice. It was nice. Hey Gary Langley, how are you? Get back to the Brits, huh? Where's my cameraman? Well, he doesn't do the lives with me. I just do these on my own. It's much easier. It's actually kind of nice. I don't have to get as much attention walking around, but I guess the downside is it is kind of live, and it makes me kind of stressed out. How am I from Ireland? I'm good, man. I'm good. Ireland. Wow, this is cool, man. We got people from all over. So it's nighttime over there. Mike Angel, super chat. Hell yeah, nice. Hell yeah. What's up, dude? Welcome here. Welcome to the tour, baby. We're about to walk around. There's some cool stuff to see here today. Do I still see Phil? Yeah, I actually did a show the other day. I did a show in Brooklyn. He runs a weekly comedy show. Did that. South Africa. Holy Lord, sick. We got South Africa in the house. All right. I want to start walking, and I get weirded out just standing here. People are just walking by like, what is this guy talking to his phone for? What a psychopath. As if people aren't talking to much weirder things here. Rideshare Lisa. Oh, Rideshare Lisa. Hey, thanks for the super chat. I'm going to have to change my Patreon name to this name. What's your Patreon name? Hey, that's a good plug. Thank you, Lisa. Wink. I didn't pay her to say that. If you aren't a member of the Patreon, check it out. Extras there. I house stuff there, all that stuff. It helps me fund these things. I'm trying to figure out, I'm getting to a place where I've been experimenting lately with these videos, the live videos, because I want to eventually get to a place where I'm doing one of these a week as well as one regular filmed video a week. So we'll see if I can get to there. I'm getting rich. I wish, buddy, I wish. People getting rich just standing around. There are people getting rich doing nothing around here. I'm barely paying rent around here, but yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there we go, Langley. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not very good at answering comments and stuff on YouTube, unfortunately. I am good at responding to people on Patreon and stuff like that, but I don't get on... YouTube comments can be kind of ugly, too. I don't really care for a lot of the people on there and what they have to say for some of the things, but, usually Patreon people are a little, a little friendlier, go figure. But is it possible to... As a tour guide, is it possible to do other states? Yeah, I mean, I've done some videos in other places. I did one in Sag Harbor. I did one in Tampa. I've done videos in Mexico. I'm trying to take this international, baby. I'm trying to go further out, see what I can do. That's the plan. So we got 118 people. Hey, Scott, what's up, man? Yeah, Patreon is TomDNYC, by the way. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my I guess my moderator to come in here. I'm a little scared of that. I don't know, but we'll see. If anyone here is going to be here for a bit and wants to be a moderator, maybe I can just make you a moderator. I don't know about you, maybe Pierre or someone. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure all this out. All right, well, I guess we're going to say, hey, Roma, what's up, man? Everybody's getting rich except for Tom. Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? Scott, you want to moderate and just put all the information stuff I'm talking about? My sister's not here, Pierre, unfortunately. If Scott will mod, I'll just make him a moderator. Let's make him the moderator. All right, Scott, you're a moderator, dude. Pretty easy to moderate, I guess. Whenever I just talk about stuff that needs to be linked to or whatever, just add the links in and boot people who are jerks. Pretty simple. But now you're a moderator, dude. You said it and I did it. So, be careful what you wish for. So yeah, dude, whatever, the easiest thing, I guess, whenever I talk about certain stuff, you want to put like links to things like videos or links to Patreon, links to all that stuff, whatever. When I talk about it, you do that. A little behind the scenes, this is how the sausage gets made, folks. Not exactly a pro at this, but I'm trying. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Sam Acuna, thank you, man. Thanks for all the informative walks. Keep well from your friends in Manila. Holy crud, that's pretty cool. Manila, baby, thrill in Manila. All right, well, let's get started. We've got 143 people. I'm gonna turn this thing around. Let's do this. Behave, everybody. Listen to Scott. All right, we're walking, baby. Look at this. We are in Brooklyn Heights. This place is the best, man. So Brooklyn Heights, let's just get right into it. Brooklyn Heights is kind of one of the oldest parts of Brooklyn. So just so you guys know, Brooklyn itself used to be its own city. And in fact, we're walking to, I'm gonna walk slow. We're gonna be walking towards what is down there. It's Borough Hall. You see that building back there where the protests actually happened? That's Borough Hall. I'll show it to you, get you a better view. That's where the protest is going on. You're gonna see here there's like a little farmer's market. Thank you, Chris Chetan Kamath. Uh-oh, someone's asking if they can call you Scotty. They're gonna get the boot if you piss him off. He's now got all the power. He's the moderator. The most powerful man in New York. So here you go. This is it. You can see here, that is Borough Hall. Let me get out of the way here because people are looking at me weird. What's the protest about? I actually don't know. I haven't gotten close enough. But here you go. You can see the Borough Hall. I'm gonna lean here so I keep still. This is Borough Hall, guys. So Borough Hall was actually built in 1848, and it was originally built to be the city hall because this used to be its own city. What? Brooklyn used to be its own city? That's incredible. It was actually its own city until 1898 when New York City consolidated as the 5 boroughs of New York. Brooklyn was the last holdout, and in fact, Brooklyn was the only one out of the 5 boroughs that was its own city before. For example, Queens was just a county with a bunch of villages in it. Villages like Flushing, for example. So it didn't have the same like pride and like sense of identity and unity that Brooklyn had. And Brooklyn held out for a long time, and one of the reasons it finally caved was because of money, baby. Money. They wanted the water and the money of New York City, which at the time was just Manhattan. But I always tell, oh, your mom always asks you why my cap is the other way around. I don't normally wear it like that. The reason is because of the lighting. Come on, baby. This is the production stuff. You couldn't see my face if I had the front. You wouldn't be able to see it. It was all shadowed. Yeah, that's right. Protest at the farmer's market. Flushing was also Dutch. You're right, Edward. As is in Brooklyn. Brooklyn was also Dutch, as was Boswijk, which was Bushwick. A lot of Dutch here. The only Queen City was Long Island. That's right, actually, kid. It was a city, but it wasn't all of Queens. My point is Brooklyn was the whole Brooklyn was a city. Long Island City was located within the county of Queens. But anyways, so you can see, yeah, give me plenty of likes, guys. Like the video. I think that boosts me in the analytics or stuff. I think. I have no idea. Anyways, this is the farmers market, but that is Borough Hall. And I was saying that became Borough Hall in 1898 when the city became a borough of New York. It became a borough of New York as opposed to the city of Brooklyn. The 5 boroughs, and I always tell people that the fact that the boroughs of New York exist is one of the reasons why New York still exists the way it does. If you think about it, if you've been to Manhattan, for example, you know that it's incredibly expensive. And if New York City was still just Manhattan, there would be no immigrants and no artists in New York City anymore. They would live in cities outside of New York, similar to what's going on in San Francisco, actually. So if you've been to San Francisco, you know that no one lives in San Francisco except for tech bros because they're the ones who can afford living in the city. Every artist lives outside, places like Oakland, etc., because the city of San Francisco is too expensive. What's the flag on the left? This one right here? Oh, that's the New York flag. That's the city flag right there. The orange, white, and blue. That's orange. Orange, white, and blue. That's the New York City flag. In fact, if you know the New York Knicks, New York Mets, those colors, those are the New York colors. There you go. Man, you're learning stuff You're learning stuff, guys. This is what we're only 13 minutes in. You guys already learned a ton. Holy crap! You guys are gonna be geniuses by the end of this. Anyways, that's Borough Hall. Now Borough Hall used to be City Hall. We're gonna be walking through Brooklyn. Brooklyn Heights, baby. Brooklyn Heights. Actually, Heights, because we're elevated, and you'll see that very soon. Okay, here, before we start walking, real quick, we'll turn this around. Real quick before we start walking, if the connection starts screwing up, cut me some slack. Just put it in the thing, and I'll try to get out of the area. I don't know this area that well for connections. I know the area well with information, I'll tell you that much, but I don't know it for the connections and things like that. So if it starts being patchy and things, just chill out, and I'll get out of there, all right? Just let me know. All right. I say we start walking. Let's get out of here. Little farmer's market. Oh, over here you have a statue down the way here. We'll talk about him a little later, but you see a statue down the way. That's Henry Ward Beecher. We'll talk about him a little later. Yes, getting from Bushwick to South Brooklyn is incredibly annoying. Brooklyn is not as well connected as Manhattan. I'll start walking a little bit here. I like to get out of all this air with people anyway. When I have this thing on, I can become very antisocial. All right, baby, we're moving. 185 people. Let's keep it going. We're only 15 minutes in. So we got to beat the record of 600 people. Hell yeah, man. Deep. Aman Deep. Or Amand Deep. Aman Deep V. Oh, man, Deep V, like Deep V V-neck shirt. Hey, there we go. Scott, nice. The Patreon. Awesome. Nice work, dude. You're good at this. All right, cool. We're walking down Montague Street. getting some shade. I'm going to show you some cool stuff. Actually, I've been walking around here for a little bit now, and I've seen that they're shooting a movie here. You guys are going to see they're shooting a movie. They're shooting what's her face? Reese Witherspoon. They're shooting a Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher movie, a Netflix movie here. We're going to walk by it, and we'll get maybe we'll get a view of it. I'll show you guys a couple things down here. I always get worried that people are going to mess with me while I'm doing the lives, because then I'd have to show you guys this. So this building here sits on the corner of Montague here. See that? Montague and Court Street. This building is in the space of what used to be the Dodgers headquarters. Check it out. Drop my headshot. Yeah, I'll make the baseball team here. This is what used to be the Dodgers headquarters. You can read all this. This is where Jackie Robinson signed his contract to be the first African-American baseball player in Major League history. Hey, there's Stephanie. Awesome. Let me make you. Stephanie, so Scott's moderating, so no worries, but I'll make you one anyway, just in case he leaves. Awesome. Check it out. There's Jackie Robinson. This is where they used to be. Okay, I'll let you guys read it a little bit if you want. Yeah, you can see this here. Dodge trolley cars. That's where the name came from. They used to Dodge trolley cars to get to the ballpark. I don't do live tours at the same time. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with all that stuff. But yeah, you should Dodge trolley cars. So in the late 1800s, baseball teams were kind of just like these loose affiliations of dudes who like to play baseball, right? And over time, they just get nicknames and things. They would get nicknames from the opposing teams and whatnot. And the Trolley Dodgers was the nickname that the baseball team from Brooklyn got because of where the baseball stadium was located. And then the names eventually stuck. We're walking here. All right, Jerry Dibs, $5 coming to Bensonhurst. I'll be there soon. I really want to go to Bensonhurst, actually. I love Bensonhurst. That area of town's cool. All right, we're walking, baby. We're walking. It's nice. 225 people. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Those of you guys who don't know who I am, well, you're about to find out. I'm just walking around doing a little tour here of Brooklyn Heights. And if you don't know who I am and you enjoyed the video, let me look at you for this one. Subscribe to the channel. Come on, it takes 2 seconds. All right, that's enough. Here we go. I need someone to keep these. See, yeah, you guys can team up. Scott and Stephanie, guys, don't make them angry. They'll not only will they boot you, they will follow you. They'll actually start surveilling your home and go through your mail, and they will ruin your life. So please, no unruly behavior. So now we are getting here to the corner of Clinton and Montague, and you can see what kind of used to be part of what they called like the Wall Street area of what used to be Brooklyn. You can see all these buildings, bank buildings, trust buildings. That building here on the corner here, that's the Franklin Trust Building. The Franklin Trust Building actually was a trust company. Beautiful building, built in the late 1800s, I believe, very late 1800s. But today it is condos, obviously. We have this building here, the People's Trust Company. Very nice. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then, hey, watching from Indianapolis. Not much to do here. Well, make their stuff to do. 220 views, 134 likes. What's even going on here? Is that good or bad? I don't know. Is that like a good thing? Or more people should be liking this thing? Microphone is windy, huh? All right, I got you there. Let me see if I can fix this. Lori Bam, super chat received. All right, let me see if I can. I'm gonna put in headphones. Maybe that'll do better. Hold on. I gotta unwind them. This is real pain. Super chat, Lori Bam. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I just learned what the super chat even is. I have no idea what I'm doing, all this stuff. Just trying to figure it out. Go figure, they don't teach any of this stuff in law school.
They really just called your house again. And your mom went, oh.
Freeloading, they need to like the video. Yeah, they do. Headphones do the trick. Matt Damon lives over on Columbia Heights. He lives on, at the, shoot, what's it called? It's called Standish, that's what it's called. I'll show you the place, don't worry. Well, I dropped my headshot there when I did the video, actually. He contacted me for Good Will Hunting too. Cairo, holy crap, Dr. Hisham Maged Hexter. All right, let me put these in here. Put these in. Let me know if this works better, okay? Hold on one second, sorry for the shaking. Better, guys? Sternal mic. All right, let me know if this is actually better with the headphones. Let me know if this is better, please. Just type if you think this is better. If not, I'll take it out. All right, I'm using a microphone now. I'm plugged in. Great, it's better? Cool. All right, I'm gonna show you guys this building here. I love this building. This is a super cool building here. Check it out. So this is the Brooklyn Trust Company. If you guys have seen the movie Brooklyn, which was kind of lackluster, to be honest, that was actually filmed. Some of it was filmed in here. I'm going to show you guys the inside real quick. Hopefully they don't kick me out immediately. They might, but it's very cool. All right, I'm getting out. Better now? Better now? Is it better? Scott, help me, please. Ah! Is it better? The signal better? Let me know if it's okay now.
And you try to act like you're an innocent guy over the phone.
Okay, cool. I hope you guys saw that. I didn't want to spend too much time there. I was worried about the connection, but all these trucks are here for the movie they're shooting down on Montague. We'll go down there later, but right now I don't want to walk there. Yeah, the stone walls maybe were too thick. It's a cool interior though. I wanted to show you guys a good Beaux-Arts interior. This is what's shooting. All right, so we're gonna walk. Of course there will be props at the bank. So that was the Brooklyn, it's actually a beautiful interior. It's actually one of the protected interiors in New York. You can see that it reminded you of like Grand Central Terminal. That's because it is Beaux-Arts, just like Grand Central Terminal. Beaux-Arts, l'école de Beaux-Arts. Where did the Brooklyn Dodgers hang? You're gonna see actually a hotel where they used to hang here very soon. I'll get there eventually, you'll be able to see it. It's actually where they celebrated the win of the World Series. They won the World Series in 1955. Yeah, I'm gonna go see if Reese Witherspoon wants to be in this live stream. Her career is going pretty well, so maybe she makes the cut. Maybe I'll let her be in it. This building's pretty cool. So this building here is the Brooklyn Historical Society. It used to be called the Long Island Historical Society. It is a beautiful day. I want to say it's like high 60s right now, but this is the Brooklyn Historical Society. One of the things I like about it, look up there. You can see the busts of the famous people. You see the little busts of the people there, like that one, that one. There's Shakespeare. There's Beethoven, Beethoven. I'll get you to the other side where it's shady, or maybe we'll see it better. The other building that's important is this one here. This is St. Anne's School, guys. St. Anne's School. One of the most expensive private schools in New York City, baby. The Bossert, we're going to pass by in a little bit. Mod, drop Patreon. Hell yeah, do it. There we go. Nice, Scott. You guys are good at this. Yes, please support on Patreon if you can. Here's the St. Anne's School. This used to be a health and racket club. I will. Don't you worry. I'll be at Truman Capote's. Don't you worry. Here we go. Do I have a show on NBC already? Yes, I do, with Tim Dillon. No, I don't. I don't have a TV show on NBC. We'll see one day. So this is St. Anne's School. This is where people like Lena Dunham, Jemima Kirk, Mike D from the Beastie Boys used to go here. Also, who else? Jennifer Connelly. It's like upper 30s, low $40,000 a year to go there. Pretty fancy. And then here's the Historical Society to see the more of those busts that I was telling you about. Look great. Those guys. Boop, boop. You can see the bust of Christopher Columbus there. All right, let's keep walking. It's sunny. I don't want to be in the sun too long also too, because I think it messes with the stream. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. You 60s viewers like long hair. Where's John Krasinski? I think he's making some subpar TV somewhere. Whoa, shots fired. I actually did a role on his show. I did a quick cameo role. I'll turn this around. I actually did a quick cameo role on his show, Jack Ryan. I was a hotel clerk in season 2, and they cut me. They cut me from the thing. It's messed up. I spoke Spanish and everything, and they cut me. Son of a... All right, turn this around. All right, we're gonna cross. This is gonna be a quieter street. It'll be nicer here. I don't like being around people, like I said. Jennifer Connelly was the one who was in, Requiem for a Dream. She was in Requiem for a Dream. Pretty wild. I don't know if you guys remember that movie. So I'll turn here. You can see Historical Society. Pretty cool building. A little Queen Anne style. That's my biggest acting gig so far. Well, they're obviously not that big. I've done a few TV things, I guess. I did. My favorite one was probably the Joe Pera Talks With You on Adult Swim. That was fun. I did a fun little role on there. I played a YouTube survivalist, a guy who has YouTube videos of surviving the apocalypse and stuff. That was fun. Oh, I just stepped in gum. God damn it. Sorry. Got to bleep that out. I don't know if you guys can bleep that out, Scott and Stephanie, but I stepped in gum. Damn it. All right. So this is another thing that the neighborhood is famous for, the brownstones. You see them there? Check it out. You can see some of those brownstones. Yeah, if you guys can, check out Joe Pera Talks With You on Adult Swim. It's in season 3 now. They're making season 3. They're about to release it. Oh, no, I was just kidding, Stephanie. You don't have to bleep. All right, so these are brownstone buildings. What's cool about the brownstones in Brooklyn here, or in New York actually, is they're called brownstone because of the hue of the sandstone. It's just sandstone, but it was sandstone that's mined outside, right outside of New York and New Jersey and Connecticut. And it has that hue. And it got really, so what happened was in the early 1800s, it started to get popular for like the trim of windows and doors. But as the technology improved, they were able to mine it and cut it and put it all over the facade. The whole facade was able to be brownstone. Only problem is it tends to crack and like, fall. You can see this one's kind of cracked a little bit there. And like, if anyone heard me curse. Yeah, I curse. I'm a real sailor. Just a real sailor with my disgusting, cursing sailor mouth. All right, so we're walking here down Pierpont, which is where a lot of the fancy pants people lived back in the day. Another courthouse. Look at that little courthouse, an appeals courthouse. Pretty cool. Very busy one actually. You'll see all the different styles of architecture on the street, all very fancy little homes and things. This is going to be a cool story. I'll show you guys here in a second. Oh, I also just walked by this church here. It's a pretty cool church. It's a Unitarian church. Nice little Gothic though, which is pretty neato if you ask me. The Gothic style of architecture. Neo-Gothic became popular again in the mid-1800s here in New York. There's like what they call a Neo-Gothic revival. And because of that, lots of buildings went up around that time in Neo-Gothic. Churches, for example, like the Trinity Church, Grace Church, the Brooklyn Bridge, Neo-Gothic. The less profanity, the better the art. You're right, Mighty Bull. You're right. What kind of people live in this area right now? You want to take a guess? Some of the richest people in New York live in this area. We were talking about some of the celebrities that live here. You got Mary Louise Parker, Paul Giamatti, John Krasinski, Matt Damon, that kind of people. So I wanted to show you guys this building here, this white building here. That white building is where a man named Norman Mailer used to live. don't know if you guys know Norman Mailer, a very famous American writer. He used to live there for a long time. And in fact, while he was living there, a man named Arthur Miller moved in briefly. They lived there at the same time. Arthur Miller and Norman Mailer lived in that white building at the same time. Oh, even rich areas, there's different types? Yeah, you're right. But this is like, you know, rich, you know, like young families that are rich. You'll see lots of strollers on this walk. But yeah, that kind of. So anyways, this is where Norman Mailer and, oh, thanks, Miss Bond. I appreciate it. Super chat. Sick. All right, so this is where you still seem to be nervous. Relax. You're not doing anything wrong. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Am I talking too fast? What's giving me away? Anyways, this is where Norman Mailer and Arthur Miller lived. And funny, in interviews, Norman Mailer has said that when he lived here, he used to see Arthur Miller around, and he remembers thinking that that guy wasn't going to amount to anything. In case you guys don't know who Arthur Miller, yes, that's right. Arthur Miller wrote Death of a Salesman. He was married to Marilyn Monroe. He wrote The Crucible. I don't think Marilyn lived there. This was early in his career. Oops, sorry. Marilyn Monroe's husband, that's right. What's up, Big Dog Pound? All right, so that's where he lived, that white building there. Boop. And you can see all the brownstones. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's keep moving. There's a really cool house now at the end of this block I want to show you guys. Yeah, boy, was he wrong. Yeah, Arthur Miller ended up being more famous than he was. As a New Yorker, anxiety's in his blood. Yeah, you know what? That's actually kind of funny. You're right. Like, whenever I go home now, I go to Florida, when things are too slow and too calm, I actually feel less comfortable. I actually kind of learned to operate with a lot of anxiety. So maybe you're right. Oh, thank you, Monica, for the videos. Yeah, I guess you have a video. I was going to post the video today. It's ready to go for the last place I did, but I didn't post it because of this live. I was like, you know what? I don't want to distract people too much from the live, so I'll post it either tomorrow or on Monday. Here's a little insider info since you guys are here. I did it on Battery Park City. Battery Park City is the next video, and you guys are probably thinking like, oh, it sounds boring. Well, first of all, chill out. Second of all, it's actually kind of interesting because that didn't exist like 30 years ago, you know, 30, more closer to 40. But it's very new, and it was made kind of from scratch. And so they got to like improve on some of the things that, you know, other parts of New York didn't have going for them, including Lower Manhattan with space and parkland and stuff. But kind of cool. So you got Battery Park City coming. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys this building here. This building is very cool. You guys listening? This is the Baer Mansion. B-A-E-R. Baer Mansion. Yeah, OMG, look at us is right, Dylan. We're here. This is the Baer Mansion. The Baer Mansion was a man named Herman Baer. He's a rich industrialist. He built this mansion for himself. Pretty nice, huh? And as the neighborhood changed, nice, get closer. All right, I'll get closer. Or you know what I'll do is I'll zoom in. How about that? Boop. Let me see. There we go. There it is. A lot of phonies live in this hood. A lot of phonies live in a lot of hoods here in New York. Yes, that's right, Lino. It's a landfill from the World Trade Center. So this building here was the Baer Mansion. Pretty cool. And what happened was, actually, the mayor of Brooklyn did live in Brooklyn Heights when it was a city. That is correct. We'll see his house a little later. So, in fact, Baer's son actually survived the Titanic. That's a little fact you can take to the bank and deposit. Anyways, this building, 284, we're getting there, man, deep. So this building here was his home for a while. Then in the early 1900s, so like the 1920s, there was like a hotel boom in this neighborhood. We'll see some of those. We'll see the Bossert. We'll see the Leverage Towers. And this was turned into a hotel. Then in the mid-1900s, this neighborhood fell into decay. And guess what happened to that? It became a whorehouse, brothel. This became a whorehouse. Oh, look, Jamie Foxx is in the chat. Great. Welcome, Mr. Fox. Loved you in Any Given Sunday. So anyways, this was a brothel. And then it became actually a monastery in the 60s. And today it is, anyone want to guess what it is today? Condos, baby, condos. Oh, Dylan, thank you for the Venmo. pretty sick, dude. Pretty sick. 300 watches and 197 likes. There are 103 people who turn this on and are like, tell this guy to shut the hell up. Well, sorry for giving you information. Oh, you know what, actually? I'm not sorry. So, gonna keep giving it to you whether you like it or not. All right. If these walls could talk, if those walls could talk is right. If those walls could talk, they'd probably say, help me, I'm a wall, I can't move, I'm stuck here, someone please move me. That's probably what they would say before they would tell you any stories. Or they'd say, how come I'm a freaking wall? I want legs, I want to move around. Look at this old building. You see some of these old little buildings here? That's pretty cool. Look at that. A little, like, used to be a, this little building. Look at that. Used to be like a little carriage house in there. You can see the little entrance there to that CVS. Pretty cool. I'm going to take you guys down this street. This is pretty cool. It's called Love Lane, actually. Love Lane. Oh, we got a little super chat, huh? A little super sticker. I have no idea what that means, but I'll take it, baby. Thank you, Sebastian. That's really cool. I don't know what the difference between a super chat and a super sticker is. Jay Fox, I will interview the wall. If these walls could talk, they would be flooded in interview requests. What kind of iPhone do I have? It's a 12. It's a 12 Pro, I believe. iPhone 12 Pro. All right, so we're walking down Love Lane. This is Love Lane. This is really cool. So the reason they called it Love Lane, pretty late in Mumbai. I'm glad you're watching. What time is it over there? A little, you can have some, like a late snack or something. All right, so we're walking to Love Lane. So this used to be called Love Lane because there used to be a women's college right around here. And this little lane was where all the suitors would bring their little ladies and drop them off after a nice date to go, you know, I don't know, walk around and tell them facts about New York. That's what I would do. This is Love Lane here. Yeah, this is kind of a moving podcast. I think that's kind of the idea. I eventually want to start interviewing people and stuff. No sick plugs, Iron Pool. Here's a sick plug. Subscribe to my channel. There's your sick plug right there. You should subscribe to the channel and check out all the videos that I've made. A lot of them, including this neighborhood. So these are the homes. This is all Love Lane. Look at that. The little old carriage houses and stuff. Now they are not cheap. So this is all Love Lane. Pretty cool. Check it out. Oh, if you want to book a tour, just send me an Instagram message or join my Patreon. Send me a message through there. That's probably the best way. I have a thing on my website for people to contact me, but it's usually psychopaths and people who, you know, want me to, you know, buy something from them. This is Love Lane. Pretty cool. How do I know so much? I read a lot. And I'm kind of a nerd for history. I'm actually reading a book right now about the Berlin Wall, which is pretty cool. Because hint, hint, that's going to be a video I'm going to be doing very soon. You guys are the 340 people here early enough to get that little insider info. I'll be in Berlin actually in like a week. I'll probably do a live from there if I can figure out all the internet and stuff there. But I'll also be doing a video over there, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, Bob. Bob is the best. Bob, that was great. We had quite a time. Thank you so much, Amandeep, for the sticker. That sticker? Super sticker. I don't know what that is. I know that it's cool, though. Thanks. All right, we're moving. We're moving, baby. Let's do this. Seamless. You know what's funny is whenever I walk by people with this thing in my hand, I always feel bad. I always feel bad walking by people carrying this thing just facing out. Because I know that when I walk by people doing this, I just like hide my face. I'm like, don't get me on your dumb stream. You're probably going around like, you know, throwing out water balloons at people or something, whatever people do on these streams most of the time, and I don't want to be in it. What's my favorite NYC area to hang out and walk around? I love the East Village. That's a cool area. Love hanging out in East Village. Love practicing. Love East Village is a cool area to hang out. Here's a sick plug for you. I run a weekly show there on Wednesdays. You should come check it out. It's super fun. Bob actually came to that show. Bob, you came to that. It was a good time, no? Andrew, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the super chat. Awesome. No expectation of privacy in public. I know, right? Tell me about it. That's life we live in now, so. Next move is time including Twitch and Facebook. I don't know about that. It seems like a lot. I don't want to make too much of like a, it's a lot, man. Well, maybe eventually when I can hire people to help me out. But right now, this is just me. I like YouTube the best. We'll see, one day. Yeah, Andrew Pandis, thanks so much, man. Thanks, Scott. You guys are putting all the information. This is great. So this is Henry Street. We're going to be walking up Henry Street a bit. Show you guys some stuff here. It's a pretty cool street. A lot of cool homes and architecture. I'll show you guys some as we walk. NYC Rick Steves. Well, the idea is to be the Rick Steves of everywhere. Although I tried watching his stuff, it's very informative. He's kind of a little, I hate to say it, a little boring. I'm sorry if all you Rick Steves fans are going to freak out. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that guy just said hello. All right, check it out. Look at these older houses. Wooden clapboard there. Man, it's nice, right? Pretty cool. You got all these different styles of architecture here. Oh, you live in the same neighborhood as Rick Steves, huh? Well, what he has done is he's made a kind of an empire of what he does. He makes books, he makes, you know, all kinds of stuff, guides and tours and all kinds of things. So that's kind of cool. Maybe one day I can do something like that, make a book. I want to write a book. I definitely will at some point. It'll be fun. So this is kind of cool. Look at the entrance to this building. I don't know if I'll be doing other cities in Germany. We'll see. It is Saturday, Gareth. Nice work. I'm in the same boat. I always forget what day it is. It's definitely a privilege in life to be able to forget if it's a weekday or not. I love being able to say things like, "What day is it today? Oh wait, is it a weekend?" Kind of a luxury. So, all right, we're walking. Let me know if the some more of these houses. Stop here, show you this. Cool little houses. These are all older houses. You could tell from the architecture. This house, my guess, is from like the first 30, like 18, up to 1830 maybe. Because they're wood there, and wood was outlawed. Am I heading towards the Brooklyn Bridge? Yeah, I am. Eventually I am going to be there. We'll be at the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll be at the Promenade. You're going to see a lot of stuff. Just so you guys know, by the way, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm actually doing the same route that I do, that I used to do on public tours, which, you know, used to cost money. So you guys are basically seeing what people would see on a regular tour back in the day. So, you know, this is a good time to remind you guys I have a Patreon if you guys want to keep seeing stuff like this and more videos, which are coming. I'm coming to Miami soon. I actually have family in Miami, like most Latin Americans in the world. I have family in Miami, so I'll be going there some point soon. Miami's got a lot of cool stuff to walk through, so one day. Check it out. So this is you can see that Zion German Evangelical Church. This is great because it reminds me and to talk about the German influx here in New York. So a lot of people don't realize. There's a spot here where I can stand, show you everything in this shade. So people forget that, yeah, many saints in Newark sucking. Yeah, everyone says it sucks. All right. It's rant time, baby. You guys already, you bring up the many saints in Newark. You thought I wasn't going to comment on reboots and sequels. All right. it's a money grab. Obviously, they're taking advantage. I feel it makes me angry actually that studios will do that. It's almost like contempt that they treat the viewers and fans of things with. It's almost like, oh, you like the Sopranos, you'll like this. Here, eat this. You know, it's like they're pigs. Give them slop. You know, here you go. We'll just throw this thing together. It's related to. It's related to the Sopranos. They'll like it. It's almost like it's embarrassing. It makes me angry. So I almost don't even want to watch it. I definitely don't want to pay to watch it. So anyways, I pretty much knew it was going to be terrible. All those things are always terrible because they're not made to be good. They're made to make money. Very different. Like a lot of art these days. Sorry, this is a rant. I told you that. I warned you. I warned you it was going to be a rant. Anyways, let's turn this around. All right, this is the All right. Do I wear man buns? No. Germans are the second. Why, yeah, you're right. All right, so here we go. Oh, sure, this is rant time. You're still gonna watch it? Yeah, go for it. Watch it. Sopranos went on for one season too long. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I love The Sopranos, though. Best TV show ever. I'm a huge Sopranos fan. All right. Here you go. So I was mentioning this, the German Evangelical Church. So Germans were the other thing. So Germans were one of the biggest immigrant groups in New York. So everyone always thinks of the Irish in the mid-1800s, but the Germans, wow, my hair looks like crap. Look at that. Oof, I should have put something in it. All right, anyways, I'll turn this around. People always mention the Irish, right? They always mention the Irish, but the Germans were also coming in huge numbers in the mid-1800s as well. So the Irish came. One of the big reasons was the potato famine, obviously, that devastated the main crop of especially the poor in Ireland. And they came over here in droves, but the Germans were coming around the same time because they had a failed revolution in 1848. So in 1848, there's this failed revolution. In fact, the German flag that we know today, the black, yellow, and red, that dates back to this revolution. They were trying to break away from this like territorial, there were like these different territories kind of that were ruled by not monarchs, but like aristocracy, etc. And they wanted to have a unified country. So they tried and it failed. And in response, there was a huge backlash. So a lot of the people who, 881, Tom Zero, all right, take it easy. A lot of the people who were educated and pushed for that revolution and stuff, they got the hell out because they didn't want that backlash. So they came here. My point being that the Irish who came to New York in the mid-1800s were poor and desperate, and the Germans who came here, for the most part, were a little more skilled and educated. So there wasn't as much of a backlash here against the Germans as there was against the Irish. A little interesting history there. That's right, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire fell apart. You're right, eventually. All right, let's keep moving. But that brought it up, the German evangelical. In fact, the Germans were a pretty large Catholic population here as well. There's some Catholic churches in, for example, the East Village, which used to be Klein Deutschland. There's some German for you. That was actually Little Germany, the East Village. Hit that like button, baby. That's right, right set up. Less pancake, Tom. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Although I do love pancakes. All right, we're at 45 minutes. We're moving, baby, we're moving. Still on Henry Street. So you'll see that this used to be the kind of like commercial area here.
Tom, love your show.
Oh, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Peter. Oh, that's kind of cool. So that guy was just watching me. He just gave me $20. Pretty funny. It's never happened before. Guy just gave me 20 bucks. And he's like, hey man, love your show. Just gave me cash while I'm walking. Very weird. Like I said, this whole thing feels very weird to me. I'm not used to it yet. One of the things that kind of creeps me out about these things is that people know where you are all the time. All right. There's Hotel St. George. Yeah, I am making money. Cuban espresso. It's kind of cool. So this is a Hotel St. George. I'll get a better angle so you can see it. A lot of it is actually dorms now. It's dorms for, like, I believe NYU, I believe New York Law School. And this building used to be actually a hotel. As you can see, it says Hotel St. George. Check it out, pretty cool. This is a Hotel St. George. jazz in the basement, like these big ballroom type things. But today, it actually is where they filmed the the scene in Godfather. The Luca Brasi Sleeps with the Fishes was filmed at the Hotel St. George. Spoiler alert, Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes. Yikes. All right. These huge buildings here, right here, you see them, those were built in the 90s actually, and they were a huge issue when they were first built. Someone said I should have a combo with that guy. Yeah, I guess I could have, but he didn't really seem to want to be on camera. He just kind of said, "Hey man, love your stuff. Here's some money." He said, I think he said he was watching this right now. He was watching it and he just came out here, I guess. Look at these dogs. I just saw their owner leaving. Little pups. Are they low income or rent stabilized? Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and guess. Most of the buildings here are not. So rent stabilization is still around, but rent control's gone. It's grandfathered in. There's some buildings that are still rent controlled. They stopped doing it. They stopped adding rent controlled rooms in the 70s. Time is a luxury, if you can say. Money isn't everything, Pierre. You're right. Thank you for the super chat. You're right, man. I agree. That's why I'm doing this, as opposed to back in the legal days when I was a lawyer. Hated it, left. Much happier now. I think I'm actually much better at what I'm doing now than I was at law. Stand-up is much more fun, and these tours and walking around and all that stuff is way more fun. Thanks, Mighty Bull. Yeah, thanks, dude. Whoever, Peter is his name. Peter was his name. Stephanie stopped and he said, "Hey, man, love your stuff." I was like, "All right, cool." Very nice of him. All right, so now we're walking. So this is another cool thing. You can see there it says, I'll zoom in a little. There it says orange. You see that? This is Orange Street. So it's called that because a lot of the streets here are named after fruit. They call it the fruit basket of Brooklyn because of all the fruit street names. And it was actually named there. So there's a couple of theories. So don't get all your undies in a bunch, everybody. There's a couple theories, and they don't actually know that this woman named Lady Middaw, she was very rich. She didn't like the fact that all the streets were named after the aristocracy. So she actually got some people together, and they, in the middle of the night, they just changed the street names to fruits. Interestingly enough, she left Middaw Street, so that's pretty funny. And also, too, their other theory is that this guy, the two guys actually that owned a lot of land in the neighborhood, they had a fruit stand, and they were the ones who changed the names. Check it out. So this is one of the older houses in Brooklyn right here. This house dates back to the 1820s. You can tell because it's wood, and wood was illegal to build with after the first quarter of the 1800s. I know, Luis, I'm going to do a South Bronx video. I actually met recently with guys who own the Bronx Beer Hall, who are friends of mine, and I'm putting the video together now. Hopefully I shoot it soon, but I want to interview people, and I want to make it a real like in-depth video talking about the gentrification and all that stuff in the area because it's getting changed very quickly. And I don't want it to just be just a walk. I'm going to try to interview some people too. So I'm trying. Sorry guys if I'm missing all your questions. I'm trying to make it through here. So this building here, very important building. I'll talk about this here in a second. Find a spot where I can sit. All right, here we go. Stop here. Whew, got space here. It's nice. So this building here, guys, is the Plymouth Church. You can see up at the top it says 1849. Far. This was the Plymouth Church. This is where a man named Henry Ward Beecher used to be the pastor. So this building, I'll walk over there and I'll show you this. This is where he was the pastor. So we all talk today about like these mega churches, for example, Joel Osteen or Rick the biggest preacher of his day, man. I did feature this in one of my videos. I featured this in my Brooklyn Heights video. Featured a lot of this in my Brooklyn Heights video. But anyways, this is Henry Ward Beecher. This is what it looks like inside. You know? And what's interesting, this is one of his slave auctions that he used to have. And he would do them, oh, getting a bit patchy. Uh-oh. He does have a statue. Uh-oh, if it's cutting out, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna leave. It's a statue. Let me know if it's came from. Go back to where I came from. They really should put something that lets me know if it's cutting out. Uh-oh, Paul, I'll get out of here. So this is his statue. This is the statue of Henry Ward Beecher. It's actually sculpted by a man named Gutzon Borglum. Gutzon Borglum is the guy who did the Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. This was sculpted by the same guy who did Mount Rushmore. Pretty cool. All right. I hope it's not too laggy. Can I repeat it? Did it get cut off? Anyways, oh no. Crap. All right, well, I gotta go find a different way to get to where I'm going. So this is, what I was saying before was this is Henry Ward Beecher, and it was sculpted, okay, cool, stream is fine. This was sculpted by the guy who sculpted, Mount Rushmore. Pretty cool. And this was also too, this whole church, they say, was actually, they called it the Grand Central Depot of the Underground Railroad. This is actually was a huge important stop on the Underground Railroad, which was a network of tunnels and checkpoints that got slaves freedom by going all the way to Canada. All right, we're moving, baby. We're at 400 people. Let's see if we can keep moving, keep getting more people. I forgot to advertise on Instagram. I'm not very good on Instagram, but I need to, I guess I don't have that many followers. If you're on here, just subscribe to my Instagram or follow. It's at TomDNYC. So you can see here, I just walked down the street. It's pretty nice. So we're walking down the street here. This is Orange Street, by the way, another part of the fruit basket. Ooh, baby, it's gonna get bright. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. That helps a lot, although it's not really my primary concern. Just trying to grow the YouTube channel, baby. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe now, please. Helps. All right, we're walking down Orange. This area too is so expensive. They're so expensive is because they're tucked away a little bit. Even any subway, you're in downtown. But it's hidden away even though you're well located. That's kind of what this is in Brooklyn Heights. You're shoot, spotty. Is it spotty still? Let me know if it's spotty still, guys, please. Beautiful day from Brooklyn Heights tour, you're right. Show you guys something cool over here. I will say this is a nice neighborhood. My thing with neighborhoods like this is that how is it right now? Is it okay with the that's when I'm not next to a building with 1800s. Okay, is it okay? Let me know if the connection's okay. I'm gonna just show you guys something cool here real quick. My thing with neighborhoods like this, and this is just my take, so take it with a grain of salt and chill out, is that neighborhoods like this Not yet. We haven't been to Truman Capote's yet. We're gonna go there in a second. My take on neighborhoods like homogenous. It's all rich white people here. It's not really. New York is a neighborhood like Jackson Heights or somewhere else. Hey, ¿qué pasa, mae? Tuani. Soy nicaragüense, Obregón. Here you go, this house. You guys recognize this? Anyone recognize this? Hey, Tom, hello. Does anyone recognize this? Trivia question. Anyone recognize this house on the corner? Anyone? The winner gets $10 million. Whoops. Moonstruck, that's right. Moonstruck is correct. This is the building from Moonstruck. This is where Cher lived in Moonstruck. Pretty cool.
Alright, ready? Let's go.
Thanks, Tom.
Careful of this person.
We haven't been to the mayor home either. So this is where Cher lived in Moonstruck. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep moving. I'm gonna walk down the middle of the street. It appears to help me with the connection when I walk down the middle of the street. Might not help me with getting run over, but it will help me in the not having connection. And what's more important? Life or stream quality? Easy. Stream quality. Content. All right. Yeah, the trees are nice. Cosby? Someone asked, just put Cosby question mark? Stream. I think Cosby's streaming on a different channel, so you might want to look that up. Cosby's teaching you, he teaches you how to make drinks. He has like a, what's it called? A mixology channel. So that's a different channel. Too dark? I don't know. Oh, people were asking what street is this? This is Willow. Willow Street. You're about to see a really cool house here in a second. Yes, Cosby Show was based on Brooklyn Heights, but they shot it in Leroy Place in the West Village. I actually covered that in my West Village video. Sick plug. It is very quiet here. It's pretty cool. Here it is, guys. Tulane University. Tulane University is located right here. This is Tulane University. They fit 30,000 students in this building. Tulane University, right there. See? Tulane. All right, keep moving. All right. Oh, we already passed Cadman Plaza. We were next to Cadman Plaza a little bit ago. I'll show you guys this here. All right, here we are, guys. So this building here is 70 Willow Street, everybody. 70 Willow. So 70 Willow Street, very famous. This was built actually in the late 1830s. Late 1830s, and it was actually home to a guy named Oliver Smith. This was home to a man named Oliver Smith, who was a stage designer on Broadway. He actually won a ton of Tonys, and I guess I'll turn this around. So he was a guy who had he was a stage designer, won a ton of Tonys. He bought this house, and then he housed a guy who hit him up, a friend of his hit him up to spend, he wanted to kind of crash there for a little bit when he first arrived to New York, right? So he's like, oh, I'm only gonna stay for a few months, if that's cool. He's like, yeah, sure. So he gave them the downstairs apartment. Thing is, he ended up staying for 10 years. That guy was Truman Capote. We're at the Truman Capote house. Holy crap. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see. You guys don't want to see my mug, you want to see this? This is it. This is the Truman Capote house. So Truman Capote, very famous author here in the United States in the mid-1900s, friends with everyone. He was friends with Jackie O, Marilyn Monroe. In fact, Jackie O came and had lunch with them here, and she was surprised that he didn't actually own this house because he tried to play it off like it was his house. Pretty funny. I love how Ronald Reyes is more interested in the Hyundai Elantra. Yeah, I guess it's a nice car. Anyways, this is where Truman Capote lived. He wrote some of Breakfast at Tiffany's here. He also picked up the newspaper one day, the New York Times, that described a grisly murder in the Midwest of the United States. And he wrote about that murder in the book In Cold Blood. And the book In Cold Blood is one of the best books I've ever read. You got to read it if you haven't read it, In Cold Blood. But it kind of created the true crime genre. All the people who listen to their true crime podcasts and stuff, it was created pretty much, like at least he mastered it. He wrote this book that just kind of had you gripped from the beginning of the book to the end. Really cool story about this grisly murder in Kansas. And he interviewed them. He went to the prison to interview them. Really crazy. But yeah, really awesome. He had some rivalries. He spoke his mind a lot, so he had a lot of rivalries with people. Yeah, they did say that about Capote. But he actually used to say about Jack Kerouac, he didn't care for Jack Kerouac, he used to say what he did was more typing than writing, which is kind of funny. That's kind of a sick burn, baby. Let's see what else we got. Oh, less pancake makeup. I'm not wearing makeup. Get out of here. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm going through looking at questions. You'd live there. You'd live here? Yeah, no. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I'd live at that place. It's like the nicest neighborhood in Brooklyn. You'd live here. No, of course you'd live here. It's very nice. It's like a very, very nice place to live. So that's why people pay so much money. All right. A bit of a car guy, Ronald. All right. Nice. Yeah, I know. Someone did ask you, right? I'm just busting your balls here. Come on, I'm busting your balls. All right. Where does Rudy Giuliano live? Well, Rudy Giuliani, I don't know where he lives, to be honest. I don't know where he lives. He's having a little bit of trouble lately. I think he's been kind of ruffling a lot of feathers. Even people who normally like the guy have kind of bailed on him recently. I think like Fox News banned him, a bunch of stuff. He's making a lot of people angry lately. All right, I'll show you guys another thing. Check it out, this building here. This is the Leverich Towers. I was telling you guys that this area used to, in the 1920s and around that time, was drawing a lot of hotels. Well, this is one of them. This was built in the 1920s. It was a hotel during the heyday of hotels here, during the heyday of the neighborhood. The 1920s were the Roaring 20s. Remember that? The Roaring 20s were big in New York, man. Everything was being built. That's when all the skyscrapers and stuff were going up. Then it became a dormitory for the Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, the Jehovah's Witnesses actually are one of the biggest, or have been one of the biggest landowners in this neighborhood. There's a little fun fact. One of the biggest landowners in Brooklyn Heights has been the Jehovah's Witnesses. In fact, they just sold their what used to be their main headquarters. They sold for like a lot of money, and they took that money and they opened themselves a headquarters up in upstate New York. All right, here we go. Hey, Tommy boy. All right, what's up? Julian was born in East Flatbush section, an Italian Aaron Enclave. That's right. Upper East Side. There you go, Madison Ave. There's your answer. Do I have any Upper East Side videos? No, not yet. Some of these neighborhoods are a little trickier to do because you walk around them, but you can't cover the whole thing. Upper East Side is massive, so I'd have to pick like a little route and whatever, and maybe bounce around a little bit. So here we go. Oh, cool. Thanks, Al. You sent a DM on Instagram. Great. I'll get to you. Pierre, thanks again, man. A lavalier mic with a dead cat should improve audio a lot. Not too expensive. Yeah, I have a little lav to put on the phone, but I haven't quite I don't know what happened, to be honest. A little the receiver fell in the water, and I have another one, but I haven't paired it. I've been having trouble pairing it. We're not too far from Fort Greene, actually. That's a cool neighborhood. A lot of history there. You should watch my Fort Greene video if you're from there. Ah, Prost from Germany. Danke. Vielen Dank. All right, Willow Street, some more beautiful houses. We're walking down to Montague. I want to walk you guys down to Montague. We're walking down Willow Street, guys. There we go. It's very quiet, nice. We've been camped out at like 370, the amount of people here. 370 people watching. See if we can get some more people. Look, guys, there's a tour over there. Check it out. A tour. Isn't that crazy? There's a tour over there. Brooklyn Heights is very family friendly. It's not very middle class friendly, but it's family friendly. Middle or lower class friendly, but it's family friendly. Standish incoming. Yeah, the Standish is very close. Main shopping street we're about to go to, actually. We're going to Montague Street. That's the kind of the main like drag, I guess, for shopping and hanging out and coffee shops and things like that. We'll see some stuff there. Oh, I don't know, just kidding about the whispering, don't worry. There was a tour, we walked by a tour back there, which is pretty funny. So we're in Brooklyn Heights, everybody. We got 409 people, pretty sick. Thanks for coming to check it out. Brooklyn Heights, by the way, I should mention about Brooklyn, this is important. So I was talking at the beginning of the tour how Brooklyn used to be its own city. Well, it started out as one of the 6 villages of what was then Dutch New York. I don't know if Van Dyke, who was in here earlier, our Dutchman, our resident Dutchman, if he's still here. But yeah, Brooklyn was one of 6 of the villages that made up made this area up, and it wasn't actually a city yet. So then Brooklyn eventually incorporated as a city in the early 1800s, and then it started swallowing up other villages pretty much. It actually swallowed up Boswijk, which was one of the original villages, and it swallowed up Williamsburg as well, which had actually taken over Boswijk itself. Oh, you got a bus tour from oh my God, that's amazing. A Russian woman punched him in the stomach and another girl spit in his face. They do it like as a joke, Emilio? That sounds hilarious. He actually he made a pilot for Comedy Central where he was doing bus tours. The thing with Tim was he never really cared about the history as much. He always just really was he kind of loved just making fun of things and ranting. That's kind of what he does. It's very funny. He is very funny though. Hey, Patricia's here. Is she? Sister Trish? I didn't see her. Oh, thanks, Oregon. Muchas gracias. No sé si sos nicaragüense, pero si sos, somos paisanos. I'm going to Pierpont here. Yeah, no big deal. I speak Mexican. Sorry, I didn't mean to. All right, red, black, red, and gold. All right, Pierre, take it easy. You get what I'm saying. Oh, also too, notice this. I'll point this out when you're in New York. If you guys ever come to New York, Pierre, I love it. Pierre's very knowledgeable, guys. By the way, Pierre's been a supporter for a long time. Check it out. You see Pierpont? You see that sign? It's brown. It says Pierpont. It's brown because this is a protected district. This is landmarked, a landmark district. We have the brown street signs when it is landmarked. Pretty cool. So we're going to walk down to Montague Street here in a second. Martina Basso. Awesome. Of course, no problem. Oh, that's so funny about the Russian one. Sorry, New York, here I come. I posted in the... So sorry, here's another thing, I'll address this. Sorry about the short notice for these videos. Yesterday I had a tour today, and I wasn't sure if the tour was going to happen. So I was kind of waiting to see if it was going to happen. And then when I was finally able to post about it, it was kind of late. So I apologize for the short notice, but I'm going to try to be doing these on the weekends.
Please. There's all kinds of.
So when I say protected district, I mean landmark district. In fact, here's a fun fact about Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights was actually the first landmark district in the entire city. Oh, Alex, thanks for the super chat, dude. One of these days I'll learn what a super chat is and what the difference between a super sticker and a super chat is, but either way, pretty sick. So thanks. Here's that. We're gonna walk down here again. Walk down to Montague Street. All right, badass. Take it easy. You're driving this car so fast into a family neighborhood. I've already turned into an old man. Slow down. Fort Greene does have those brown streets because it's a protected neighborhood. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it does feel like you're on a tour with me. That's the whole idea, I guess. Although I love the in-person stuff. So if you're ever in the neighborhood, if you guys are ever in New York, hit me up. Love to do a private tour with you guys. We'll hang, chat. Just hit me up through Instagram. That's another thing, follow me on Instagram. @TomDNYC, makes it easy. Just hit me up through there. Or Patreon, that always helps too. Patreon's a huge help, man. I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff without Patreon. I really thank all you guys who are my Patreon. Thank you guys so much. I know I joke around and stuff, but it really, really means a lot, and it really, really, really does help. It's what's allowed me to do this. It's what's going to allow me to expand, and I'm telling you, we'll see where this whole thing goes. I feel good about all of it. I think this is going to be something special one day. I don't know what, but I got a good feeling, and I need your help. So let's see. Someone asked me a question. When people do on Super Chat, do you actually get that money? Does it? Yes. YouTube takes like 30% of it. So in fact, Venmo is actually the ideal place if you're going to just do a one-time thing. But yeah, if Patreon, I'd say, is probably the best because it's like a monthly thing, and whatever you can give is appreciated. So I don't like that Tom still prefers to be in front of the camera. All right, New York. In all fairness, New York, here I come. I've been behind the camera this entire time. All right, I've only been in front of the camera a little bit of this stream, so chill out. And don't forget PayPal. Yes, Pierre, thank you. And PayPal is another one that's great too. So. It's funny, the people on my tour that I just did this morning were asking me about the acting thing. They're like, oh, do you still like act? Acting's fun. I'm not like a huge, the whole headshot thing, I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but that's kind of a joke. I don't know if I've actually had people say, hey, keep putting your headshot up, it's going to result in work. I don't want work that way. I'm not trying to get work, it's a joke. I guess when you have to explain a joke, that's not a good sign, but, well, you can't pick up on that joke. Maybe I'm not the tour guide for you. Maybe I'm not the comedian or tour guide for you. So keep moving, baby. Jerry Dibbs, thanks for the $5. Super chat, sick. All right, we're kind of back to where we were before. This is the Herman Bear House. Check it out. We were here earlier. Now we're going to turn down to Montague. %30 is so mean, Jerry Dibbs. You're right. This is a nice neighborhood. We'll be right next to the film shoot here in a second. Thank you, dear sir. If Bill Burr can do it, man. Yeah, Bill Burr can do it. He's done it. There's different routes to get famous. A nice living off of doing some cool stuff in front of the camera or whatever. Entertaining people, you know. Teaching people, baby. Teaching people, too. Peter, God forbid you learn something listening to a podcast or watching a video. This is Peter Wayne. Thank you so much for the super sticker, man. That's really cool. Is someone just wrote expensive question mark? If you're asking about the neighborhood, short answer, yeah. A live stream with the film crew, Tom Susie Best. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I kind of like this too, though. You know, I get to teach people about stuff. Some people like this, and it's a nice way to break it up. And it also makes it easy for me. I don't have to worry about like having the camera person. All that makes it really easy. So So check it out. This is the film shoot I was telling you guys about. See, this is they're shooting this film. This is a Reese Witherspoon, Ashton Kutcher movie. See, I don't know if you can see her. Is that her? Look, that's her. That's her right there. Across, you can see it. Pretty cool. That's Reese Witherspoon with her purse right across the street. You see it? Oh. Look, that's Reese Witherspoon over there. And the thing. How do I zoom in again? I'll zoom in here. How do I zoom? Oh yeah. That's her right there in the blonde. That's her right there. Those are all extras in that shot. Yes, Greg, being a smart ass. Yeah, there's 300 people in the shop. She was the blonde one carrying the purse. I didn't zoom in on time. She's coming back, but I'll get you. Let's see if I can see her. Where is she? She'll come back here in a second. Where is she? Those are all extras, though. Oh, there she is. She's down at the end. I'll get you guys a shot here. Pretty cool. There she is. See her? Way down there. That's her right there. Okay. That's Reese Witherspoon. Pretty cool. See her? You see her? Paul. That's her. Reese Witherspoon. OMG. OMG. Reese Witherspoon. OMG. That's her. Biggs. That's her. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. All right. That's stressing me out, frankly. It's good thing. Yeah, you saw her. Well, you saw Reese Witherspoon. I got you guys in there. Don't ever say I didn't do things for you. That was her. So all those people there are extras, and they basically, the way it works is when they're ready to shoot, they tell the people to start moving and walking to make it seem like a regular walk and shoot. So that's what they're doing right there in front. All those people walking are all extras, baby. Yeah, it's a lot of standing around, man. I got it, Elle. I think I got it. I showed you guys. Did you guys see her? Did you guys see her, by the way? Answer if you guys saw her. I wanted you guys to see her. She was there. Thanks, Nettie Roo. Thanks for that. That's so cool, man. Thank you for the super chat, I guess. I could sell my video to TMZ, yeah, right. How much do the extras get paid? It depends. It depends if they're part of the union or not. I think if they're part of the union, they get paid like $300 a day. Cool, you guys saw her, great. But if they're not union actors, they get paid like, it depends on the shoot, but usually like $100. And it's a long day, man. It's not a lot of money, definitely a chump change. But at least also too, the union actors also get treated better. They get different, that's better. They get food that the actors get to eat. But they eat after all the crew and stuff. They have to eat last, so they get on them. That's pretty cool. We got to see Reese Witherspoon. $300 a day isn't bad. Yeah, well, it's a long day. I think they do 12-hour days sometimes. I think. I don't know. I'm not super versed in that stuff. I've never done extras. I've never done any extra acting. This bagel place is pretty good. I like this place. I always eat here after tours. I used to always eat here. For the cost of living in New York, yeah, it's nothing. I mean, pretty much any job you have here that isn't $100,000 a year isn't enough to live here. I'm way better than her. Maybe I should try to take her role. I'll be Ashton Kutcher's love interest in the movie they're shooting. Just put a wig on me. There goes the knot a little. There we go. All right. It's the shoot for the morning show. I don't think it is, though. I don't think it's morning show. I think it's a movie that she's doing with Ashton Kutcher. It's someone said there was a Netflix movie. All right, we're moving, baby. So that'd take us. I'm a little nervous about the connection cutting out. Just let me know if it's bad. Oh, Mike, you're new here. Welcome, dude. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, dude. Appreciate it. We're doing a little tour, man. Just enjoy the ride. We're hanging. We're in Brooklyn Heights. I'm going to show you guys this building. I just walked by here. This right here is the Hotel Bossert. Used to be a hotel. It's not a hotel anymore. 444. Hell yeah, we're almost there. We got to 600 last time. Let's see if we can get there this time. They're shooting Game of Thrones and hundreds. Oh wow, are you in Europe? That's cool. Game of Thrones. I just finished for Game of Thrones. Cool show. Wasn't crazy about the ending, but it wasn't as bad as people said it was. So the Hotel Bossert, I was just saying, I was showing it to you just now. The Hotel Bossert was kind of like what they called the Waldorf Astoria of the neighborhood. This is the Waldorf Astoria of Brooklyn back in the day. This is actually where the Brooklyn Dodgers came to. They came to celebrate their World Series victory in 1955. Thanks, Brian Thompson. Appreciate it. Yeah, and sorry, I definitely do these. So I'm learning these live streams, all right, guys? So, take it easy. I'm still trying to figure out the way to do these. I mean, I kind of just keep it facing forward so you guys can see what I'm looking at, and I'll just talk about stuff as we go. And that way, plus the view when I turn it around on my face, pretty brutal. Like, check this out. Look at that. Look how close you are to my face. That's pretty painful. I think it's better to just be looking at what I'm looking at, and we could just kind of do it that way. But I'll stop and we'll answer questions and hang out just for a bit when I get to the coolest part of this tour. All right, turn that back around. Good Lord. Really makes you see your flaws and your age when they turn this camera around on your face. Good Lord. I'm going to have to start putting the pancake on my face like the guy was saying. All right, check it out. So this is cool. This is Teresa's restaurant. That's been there since the 1980s. I don't know if it's opened since pandemic, but it's closed right now. And you have this cat cafe. Comedy club's going great. It's not really a club. It's more just a show that I run once a week. Part of the way I make a living, actually. It's a show once a week. Super fun. We pack it out every week. Got some great comics come through. People from like SNL and, whatever, Daily Show, all that stuff. So we're great. So you guys, if you're ever in New York, come check it out. It's on Wednesday nights. So this is the Cat Cafe. You can actually go there. I guess I'll go closer so you can see. You can see that you pay by the hour. You can see like little cats and stuff and hang out with and drink coffee with cats. The comedy show is not streamed. Comedians get weird about streaming stuff, so you don't want to stream. You got to come live. Live comedy, baby. I think this is where they sleep. Look. All right. Cats. I don't want to show too much of that. I don't want to make this a cat channel. Good Lord knows there's plenty of cat channels on YouTube. I want to make this into a cat fails. All right. But they were cute. Something taking the mic? Oh, that's probably my shirt, sorry. Yeah. It's me versus all the cats falling into cardboard boxes. It's hard to compete with that, so I'm going to try to give them as little camera time as I can. Check it out. You got this building here was another home of Arthur Miller. This home here, this building. See that little plaque behind that woman? That's a plaque talking about how Arthur Miller used to live there. Oh, Russ, thank you so much for the super sticker. The Venmo is Tom DNYC. That is correct, Greg. Thanks for asking. All right, we're walking, baby. We're at an hour and a half in. We're at 425 people. Cosby's OJ. Yeah, although Cosby was at least found him guilty. All right, that's something. Speaking of OJ, I always think of Norm Macdonald when everyone mentions OJ. He used to just lay into OJ. That was one of the favorite things. Whenever I get bored or something, I'll just watch YouTube clips of Norm Macdonald. That's probably my favorite YouTube channel. Is I'm Not Norm, it's called. He also used to have a YouTube show called Norm Macdonald Live. I remember when OJ was when he was acquitted, the Saturday Night Live after that, he did his weekend update, and he started the broadcast by saying, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Murder is now legal in the state of California." It's pretty amazing. Do I do Spanish tours? Claro que sí. Vengan a Nueva York y podemos hacer un tour. Super fácil. Any famous comedians live in BK currently? Yeah, I mean, I don't actually, famous comedians? No, a lot of comedians, yes. Tons and tons of comedians live in Brooklyn. But, and ones that will probably be famous one day. Where can you catch the comedy show on Wednesday nights? Oh, if you want to catch the comedy show, just go to my Instagram at TomDNYC. I post about it in my stories. It's every Wednesday and it's at Poco. Ticket links and everything are at the website for it, or the Instagram for it, which is at TomDNYC. I'm sorry, at What Else Comedy. At What Else Comedy. The show's called Let's See What Else. At What Else Comedy. You can get tickets there. Oh, look at a little book. Do you mind if I do? Greg, thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm a little nervous about walking. Let me know if it starts messing up here. I really would appreciate it. Someone was asking also about the mayor of Brooklyn, where he lived. This is it. This is where the mayor of Brooklyn lived, this building here. This is the Seth Lowe, was his name, Seth Lowe Mansion. This is where he lived, right here. Ross lives in New Jersey for $650 a month for a one-bedroom. Rub it in, why don't you? Yeah, it's much cheaper over there. Thanks, Stephanie, for putting that at What Else Comedy on IG. That's the comedy show. If you're ever in New York, you got to come. Super fun, super fun. And I know most of you guys watch this and you're like, oh yeah, whatever, just stick to the tour guide. Well, first of all, you guys never been to the show. It's super fun, and you know, I've been doing it for a little bit, so it's a little different than doing tours. I'll tell you that. But it's still fun. It's a good time. It's a good time. So come. NYC rent controlled. All right, live in New Jersey. This is the Seth Lowe Mansion. So Seth Lowe, here you go, Montague Street. There's a sign, the brown street signs, guys, landmarked. Landmark district, brown street signs. Okay. Okay, guys, here's the deal. I'm gonna walk over to this promenade. This is the best part of Brooklyn Heights, okay, hands down. You're gonna see what I'm talking about here in a second. I'm scared. I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm scared. So don't judge me, but I'm scared that the signal is gonna be crummy. Just let me know if it sucks, and if it does, Oh, Juan Obregon, you're the guy who came to the show. I remember you, dude. What's up, man? Oh, you were visiting, right? Oh, there we go. Juan Obregon, mi paisano. Cool, man. Good. Oh, dang, I totally spaced. Yeah, I remember you. He was at the show last week. It was really fun. Anyways, we're about to go into this really cool part of Brooklyn Heights. This is like what makes this neighborhood cool. And it might start crapping out. So if it does, just let me know. Okay? Just relax. Just hanging out. Oh, check this out. You guys see the spelling on this? Broekelen. That's closer to the Dutch spelling. I don't know if our Van Dyke guy is still here. But that was Brooklyn back in the day, the village. Anywho, we're about to go. This is the best view probably in New York City. One of the coolest places in New York. An amazing view. If you're ever in Brooklyn Heights or even in the vicinity of this area, you have to come here and check it out. A great place to go for a walk. A great place to go on dates. Wink. Yeah, and we're going to go over there. So if it starts crapping out, just let me know and relax. Don't flip out and don't leave. We're at 426. Maybe we can make it to 10,000. It's not too late. Got like about a half an hour, so hopefully in half an hour we can get another 574. Okay, let's do it. Yes, Ambro's Chamber Pot. That's where we're going. Let's do it. I'm scared. Before we go out there, I want to show you this real quick. So this is super cool. This is actually history, baby. History. This marks the spot of what they believe was where George Washington kind of finished the Battle of Long Island. You see, August 29th, the Battle of Long Island ended here on the water of the East River, where they were basically cornered by the British, who outnumbered them 3-1, and the war almost ended right here. Ended right here. And he was able to escape, actually, under the cover of night, and was able to fight another day because they would have gotten his surrender and would have been all done. All right, we're going to the, all right, let me do this. We're going to go to the Promenade now. This is the Promenade. You guys are going to love it. This is super cool. Oh, residents had no issues here. Good. There we go. You're about to see one of the best views in the city. Sorry. That was supposed to be like choral music. Check it out, dude. You can walk down this promenade all day, all night. It's open all day, all night. And it runs up behind all the people who live here. Yeah, they escaped under fog and under night, and actually were able to avoid having to surrender. Sick. There's Lower Manhattan, New York City. Ever heard of it? There's New York Harbor. There's the Staten Island ferry, and the governor's over across the way. You see the cranes of New Jersey. Oh, there. Sorry. There's the Statue of Liberty. There's Ellis Island. I'll zoom in a little so you can see better. Boom, look at that. There's Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty, cranes from Jersey. That right there is Governor's Island. That big hexagon thing, those are fans for the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to get all that carbon monoxide out. And there she blows. People will look at me really weird. There's Midtown. There's the Empire State Building. There's the Vanderbilt Tower, the new Vanderbilt Tower. There's the Chrysler Building. Chrysler. There's the 432 Park Avenue. Yes, Brooklyn Bridge Park, of course, Peter. This here, all these little piers there, correspond to Brooklyn Bridge Park. There's some yachts. Look at those rich freaks. I should go just post my Patreon on those guys' boats. Here you go. There's all some more of there's the basketball courts. Those are all correspond to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Brooklyn Bridge Park, it stretches like, I don't know, I think it's like a kilometer and a half maybe, up and down the East River here. There's the Brooklyn Bridge. There's Lower Manhattan. Anyways, Brooklyn Bridge Park was actually developed. A big chunk of it was developed, and a lot of money went into it because of a man named David Walentis, which we'll talk about here. Hopefully we have time. It's only 1:40. We're at 1:40, so we still have time. We'll see if we can keep going. Look at all the boats. Look at all the pretty little boats. OMG, totes fresh. So cool. So check it out. Look at all the little boats. Now keep in mind, like in the 1800s and stuff, when the piers were at their peak. So another thing to keep in mind. So this over here is, you'll see South Street Seaport over there. See that old school boat? That's all South Street Seaport. This here, South Street Seaport there. Oh, this is a good one for. Sick plug. I have a movie or a video about it. I'm winking. I'm trying to wink. So check it out. That's South Street Seaport. That is back from the early 1800s, when the east side was where all the piers were. Towards the end of the 1800s, there was bigger and bigger boats, and they needed deeper piers. And they were steam also, and they went over to the west. They went over to the west side, like all the piers over there, like Chelsea Piers, for example. Chelsea Piers is where the Titanic was supposed to arrive. Fun fact. Totes fun. Totes fact. Out here. Whoop. All right. This is pretty sick, huh? Great view. People always flip when they come out here. And down here, you have some cranes. There's some cranes. If you go further down this way, you get to Red Hook. Here through there, you can see the Verrazano Bridge. See that? The Verrazano Bridge there at the end. The Verrazano is currently the longest suspension bridge in North America. It's 3 times the length of the Brooklyn Bridge, which was the longest in 1883 when it was finished. Yikes. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to turn it on my mouth and to do this. Whoop. Anywho, it was the longest suspension bridge. It's the longest suspension bridge in North America, and it's what connects Staten Island, which is over there. That's all Staten Island right there. Boop, boop, boop. And it connects it to Brooklyn. So pretty sick. There are some yachts. I'm sure I'll try to get on one of these things. Look at that thing. Look at that massive thing. The bathroom in that yacht probably cost more than my whole life. Worth more than my life. Latinos in the house. Ok, hablen claro. Bueno, si quieren podemos hacer estos live streams en español también. Lo único es que me tiene que dar tiempo. No sé si me da tiempo a hacer todo de un solo, pero ese es el plan. Algún día quizás pueda hacerlo todo al mismo tiempo, cada semana. Pero ahí vamos a ver. Yeah, no big deal. I speak Mexican. All right, let's sit down for a second. So you can see all only costs, probably 15, 20 to own one of those. All right, so I'm sitting on a bench, baby. Pretty nice. I'll move in here in a second, but I wanted to show you guys this view. So this is the promenade. It goes all the way up to the Brooklyn. The connection. Just let me know how the connection's going. I appreciate the help. Hey Patrick G, what up? It's nice. People haven't been no unruliness, no misbehaving, which is kind of nice. Yeah, perfect place to come with a laptop, food on a date. Cutting out again. All right, we'll get out of here. I'll get back to the street. Uh-oh. All right. this is here, the whole promenade. I guess we can walk the promenade. I kind of want to go this way though and show you guys more of the inside there. Yeah, let's walk for a bit here. All right, so we're walking, baby. We're walking. I want to find a place to put this thing down and chat with you guys. So we can find one. Pretty cool. This is all the promenade. Hey, another Tom D. Streaming into Canada, baby. You didn't get notifications. Oh no. That's right, cargo ships. So interesting fact, I was telling you guys about how these cargo ships used to park at these piers and stuff like that. So one of the reasons why cargo and why freight and shipping stopped going in through New York City was because for cargo, which switched to containers, like as the mid-1900s came, it started to be space for containers, right? You need space to store them, you need space for the cranes and stuff. And there's no space in New York City. There's no space in Manhattan. There's barely any space in Brooklyn. So container shipping went to New Jersey. You guys saw all those piers and stuff. Show you guys a view again. Being under trees may weaken your signal. Well, avoid the trees then. Cool view though. Look at that lower Manhattan. There's the One World Trade Center. There's the New York by Frank Gehry, that building right there, New York by Frank Gehry. There's the Jenga building, 56 Leonard in Tribeca. There is the, there right there is the municipal building with that little statue on top, pretty cool. I'll zoom in. There you go. Pretty cool. Guess I'll go this way and just keep walking. There's birds here. Birds keep crashing into skyscrapers. I think so, actually. I don't know. I've never heard that. That'd be kind of what's behind me. We were just looking behind me. This is behind me. I was looking over that way at Staten Island. The Changa? No, the game is called Jenga. Jenga is the name of the game. You can look it up. Jenga. It's a on. Sorry, I'm walking kind of fast. I've been walking a long time, so an hour and 45 minutes. I'm actually going to go park it here in a second. We can chat for a bit. I've ever tired too, frankly. I've been walking a long time, Colleen. Trying to give you guys everything here. We made it to 416. I think the high was like 430 something. I don't know why. I guess I could just advertise this on Instagram a little more. Try to get more people to come to these things. Yes, rideshare Lisa. Send a message. Patreon's the best way to get in touch with me. I always answer the Patreon messages very quickly. Instagram messages sometimes get lost, but Patreon definitely works. That's kind of the way I prefer, frankly. It's the easiest. I also get weirdos all the time messaging me on Instagram, so I'm in no rush to kind of. But if that's all, if you guys aren't on Patreon, send it on Instagram. I try to check those as well, but the best is Patreon. All right, I'm gonna keep walking here. I'll turn off here in a second. Greetings from Berlin. I'm going to Berlin. I'm going to Berlin next week. I'm going to be in Berlin, staying in Kreuzberg. Punch up the likes. Yeah, guys, like the video. Click on the likes, baby. And join on Patreon, yes. Yeah, the view here at night is pretty incredible. So we're walking north right now. Look at this little guy. See this view here, pretty cool. Oh, the Bossard is high-end senior apartments now. I know that the Leverage towers are turning into high-end senior apartments now, but I didn't know Bossard was. I knew they were apartments, like condo type, but oh, 449 was the high, huh? Okay, we're at 431 now. 392. We're walking north. Hey, cool subscriber from France. Je parle français et anglais. All right. Here are the basketball courts. Pretty cool. It's like a whole pavilion for basketball courts. Oh, awesome. We got more likes and watches. That was the goal, I guess. Is there anywhere left for poor people to live? Yes, there is. So I was talking about this earlier, but I was talking about how Brooklyn is one of 5 boroughs. Manhattan is clearly unlivable. It's too expensive there. It's beautiful and all that stuff, but it's unlivable for people who don't make, I think, like $100,000 a year. But you can still live in Queens and the Bronx and Brooklyn. And those are all huge. And another thing that people don't realize is how big New York actually is. Brooklyn, there is plenty of space to sit down. You're right. I'm going to go to a place where I can put my camera down, though. So people forget that Brooklyn is huge, man. Brooklyn is actually the most populated borough. Brooklyn is actually over 2.5 million people. So if it was its own city, it'd be the 4th largest city in the United States, just Brooklyn. And then you have Queens with 2.3, and then you have Manhattan. I will find some shade here, don't worry. 100K before or after tax? I don't know, you could probably find a place before tax. The Bossard sold 80 million to David. Oh, okay. Oh, boutique hotel around 300 rooms, look at that. Am I good at basketball? I like basketball, I do. I used to play in high school, actually. I ended up quitting the team. I made it to varsity. I didn't play the regular season, but I quit before the season began because me and the coach didn't get along so great, so I left. Hope he's not watching this. Anyways, there's the bridge. Bushwick safe. Well, it depends on what part of Bushwick you're at. There's also, it's pretty sad. Netflix just announced they're opening a studio there, a huge studio in Bushwick. So the part of Bushwick that's the safest is the part that is on the L train. In fact, the L train is a train that goes basically east to west into Manhattan. Real estate people, the real estate corridor. So what's happening is these real estate companies stop to stop just developing the stops out of New York in Brooklyn. And Bushwick that's on the L is actually been developed a little faster because the other part of Bushwick is off the J and the M. And that area is under all the train tracks. So it's not as attractive. So it hasn't been developed as quickly. It is getting developed, but it's not as quickly as the other part. So the part that's off the L is like Jefferson Stop, Morgan Stop. Those are like six stops out of Manhattan. I am off the L, actually 10 stops out of Manhattan, so I'm not super close. But the area I live in is still pretty nice, still fairly affordable. And I love it there, man. It's really great. Hi there, I poop. Thank you, Upstate Craze. We all poop. It's really, it's one of life's underrated joys. All right. Plus, if you live in Manhattan, you can't have a car. You can. It's just super expensive. It's like a whole nother rent you got to pay. If you're living in Manhattan already, you got the money, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Someone, CMV, you're interested in Washington Heights, huh? Well, perfect for you. I have a video about Washington Heights. You should check it out. Sick plug, baby. It is a luxury to drive in New York City. A very huge luxury. But more specifically, it's a huge luxury to park in New York City. That's the problem, finding a parking spot. Where do people a lot of money? Anywhere. But this is a great place to raise kids and stuff, a nice little neighborhood. But Park Slope is really popular with young families. All right, I'm gonna go into the scaffolding. Let me know if it starts crapping out. Did I tour the Upper East Side? Not yet. I will. I promise. Go this way. What am I reading? I'm reading a book called Checkpoint Charlie. It's great. It's about the Berlin Wall, preparing for my trip to Berlin, baby. I'm going to do a video out in Berlin. Try to do a live stream there as well. We'll see how that goes. Stream work out there. Families do well in Queens, you're right, especially families who aren't loaded and rich like they are in Park Slope, like for example, is not cheap, man. It's not cheap to live in neighborhoods like that. So this is the Standish. We were talking about the Standish earlier. I'll get closer. We'll end the tour here very soon. Way to Kreuzberg, Checkpoint Charlie for sure. I'm going to Berlin for fun. Yes, I'm going with my girlfriend to Berlin. She's German. So, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, weil meine Freundin ist Deutsche. Who owns these buildings? Rich people, baby. I should do a live stream from the Bronx. Yeah, maybe I will, actually. I literally just met with my friends who own the Bronx Beer Hall a few days ago. And we're talking about doing some stuff there and trying to figure out what. So check it out. This building here. That's the Standish right there. That's the Standish. That is where Krasinski lives. That's where Matt Damon lives. And I believe Paul Giamatti. Ausgezeichnet. Ah, danke. Vielen Dank. What's the best place in New York to live? Well, it depends on what you're working with. What you working with? You got some money? Any place? There's a lot of great places. I mean, it depends. I like the neighborhoods that are a little more I don't know, diverse. To me, that's New York to me. I think the diversity is what makes New York. And yes, there are different types of neighborhoods, and there always have been within New York itself. The problem is that right now New York is undergoing like a huge boom, specifically a real estate boom. So there's a lot of pressure to just homogenize the entire city and, you know, get rid of just about everyone who isn't going to make developers and people rich. So it's happening. All these neighborhoods that have traditionally been where the diversity kind of, you know, eliminated, and it's kind of a pattern that's happening a lot more, and it's expanding out, and hopefully it doesn't take over the entire city, which is what it looks like it's headed to. There's actually a pretty funny dystopic novel actually called Super Sad True Love Story by Gary Steingart, who wrote this dystopic novel that takes place in like the near distant future in New York, like 70 years from now maybe, I think, or from when he wrote it in I think 2010. And in that book he describes kind of what's happening now, like all of Manhattan and most of Brooklyn, especially the waterfront. Everything is all condos and rich people, and the artists and everyone else just lives on Staten Island pretty much. Indonesia, so cool, man. Thanks for watching. I don't know what time it is over there. I hope you're not up too late. Oh, Sutton Place is nice. All right. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, Naga Dallas, for the Venmo. Yeah, if you guys want, the Venmo helps a lot. Might have to park it here in a second. My phone's about to die. Let's see if I can find a place to sit. And we can. I gotta get a place to. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Have I been to Nepal? No, I would love to go. And while I'm there, I'll climb Mount Everest while I'm there. Can't be that hard, right? Get an oxygen tank and just climb it. I think I could do that. Nepal is so interesting to me, and also Mount Everest and all that stuff is insane. Oh, these symbols is because they have construction. Once again, I was telling you guys about how that's what I'm talking about. Tim Dillon, all arms traffickers. It's a lot of a lot of international money coming in, a lot of money from the Middle East, China. You know what's happening actually? The people who are buying a lot of these buildings and a lot of these apartments are LLCs. They're not even people. They're just these LLCs meant to hide the money from where it's coming. So they're LLCs holding LLCs holding LLCs. So these are people who definitely don't want you to know who owns the building, you know? Oh, here's a good spot to end. I'll just go park it here. This is going to be good. (8:37 p.m. UK time, perfectly. Nice Saturday night for you. Set tonight. I'm going to Jersey City to do stand-up tonight. Pretty cool. We'll see. I'm scared to put my phone on a ledge and just fall off. All right, let me sit down here. View, huh? Oh. All right, we made it to 4:39. Getting spotty? All right, I'll keep moving. This is the beginning. I appreciate it, man.